The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. 2050. The world is shocked by terror attacks in Paris and across the globe.
Parisians enjoying their Friday evening were sitting ducks for the terrorists.
Michelle Payne made history in the Melbourne Cup.
Just want to say to everyone else can get stuff because they think women aren't strong enough, but we just beat the world.
And Mick Fanning punched a shark.
To walk away from that, I'm just so stoked. Oh, man.
Bronwyn Bishop hired a helicopter.
Goodbye, Bronwyn. Bronwyn, goodbye.
Nerds everywhere heralded the arrival of a new Star Wars film. Chewie, we're home. And we're still all arguing whether the dress was blue and black or white and gold.
White and gold, that's what I see.
No way, that's black and blue. No way.
2015 was also a big year for Hamish and Andy. With a race that slowed down the nation, a high school musical for Andy, and the boys' first ever performance as a band. So let's look back at their year of fun. Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks, 2015.
July 8th, 2015. The first ever Duping Game.
Hame, one of our friends was getting duped.
Yep, John was in China. He's in the home renovations / development industry, as now 90% of Australia is, post the block, and was at a marble factory looking at some finishes for a bathroom and believed he was being shown a very, very rare piece of marble that was reserved for billionaires if they wanted to have a kitchen table or a bathroom
with a real
bench, I guess, made of marble with a dinosaur fossil in it.
An actual dinosaur fossil.
So John was taken to this special room by Ricky, the guy, the factory manager in China, shown this piece of marble on the wall. And, you know, John was like, you wouldn't sell it. It was too valuable.
Yeah.
I looked at the photo and went, I smell a small amount of bull poo on that. Yeah. And showed it to Ando, who also concurred.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, Ando. Well, the thing you're right. It made us sort of look at ourselves and go, well, we're not immune.
No, we were having a good laugh. And then John, as we thanked him while laughing afterwards, he brought up that we've been duped before.
He brought up the Game of Thrones egg.
Yeah.
Last year, though, we were doing our radio show much earlier in the day, and we were offered something that we thought was wonderful. We thought it was an amazing prize. A young girl from New Zealand, a podcaster, said, look, my uncle was the head of props on Game of Thrones and gave me one of the dragon eggs, which is a sort of a key moment of season 1. They were allowed to take home props, which is where we should have started smelling, right?
Yeah, we didn't. We were too excited.
Apparently they're allowed to take home props. And he took home that, and then
And we bought this off this girl.
Yep, we got it sent over from New Zealand. Unwrapped the box, very excited when the egg got here, and it's 2 rolls of gaffer tape.
And a note in there saying, suckers.
You've been duped.
Yeah, and we had sent the money.
And it's at that moment, Ando, that you and I laid down a rule which we would like to maintain across our entire broadcasting career. You're not allowed to dupe us. And that's just for our own protection. So to test that rule, we realised, look, our radar's off. Johnny's getting duped with dinosaur bones. We got duped with a dragon egg.
We're upset that we got duped, but we want to celebrate duping right now.
Can you dupe us?
Are our radars better these days, Ham?
Test our duping radar. Here's how the game works.
Yeah.
Call us up. Make us an offer of something that you have in your possession, like your family or whatever, on a par with a dinosaur fossil in marble. If you've got something that's that good,
doesn't have to be a dinosaur fossil.
Well, I mean, no one has anything that's good. That's where we found out John's story fell down. But if you've got something at that level, offer it to us. Now, here's the game is we're just not going to know if you are real or not.
Yeah, we're going to ask you questions. We're going to probe. So
just test how good we are at spotting a duping.
Absolutely. Call up if you've got a real one, because we'll do need some real ones amongst the other ones.
But feel free to jump on and test us with a duping if you want. So I'd be surprised if you could dupe us, and we might ban you for life if you do dupe us.
It's after this.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
July 8th, 2015.
New game we're about to play, Ham. Try and dupe us.
To see if you can dupe us. It sharpens us up, and it's our responsibility as broadcasters to not be duped. You know what one of the classic dupings was? Years and years ago, where someone told us about their trip to Hawaii. That was probably our all-time duping.
Yeah.
And it was a very action-packed family adventure to Hawaii, and then they took
We're
it.
talking about, did you have a hex on you or something like that?
Yeah, they said they took a tiki from a cave and the whole family was cursed until they returned the tiki. We thought it was a fantastic story.
Yeah.
It's a plot to the Brady Bunch movie. It was a wonderful duping on that occasion. So it always, and we really appreciate your help. Our friend John got duped. He was sold some fake dinosaur fossils. Let's see if we can stop the rot.
So the way this game works is someone's going to call up. Mm-hmm. They're going to talk about something they have at their home and offer it to us. We've got to decide whether they actually have that or not. We can probe, have a few questions, and we lock in our answer. Annette is the first contestant. Annette, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Annette.
What have you got?
What do you got?
We have a Keith Urban guitar, electric guitar that he actually played at his Sydney All Phones Arena concert last year.
Wow. How'd you get the guitar?
Yeah.
Well, he actually came down into the audience. We were up sort of in the balconies. He came down through the audience, came up to us, actually stood on the people next to us, their chair,
All right, yeah,
played the guitar, played a song.
They just said their chair.
Yes, exactly. Very uncomfortable for them, but a great view for me.
Played a song and gave us his guitar afterwards.
Well, I mean, my radar initially is like, well, don't artists normally just throw out like a guitar pick, not the full guitar? But you're talking about Urban here, who's known as one of the nicest guys in the business.
And if Annette's smart, she probably did get a guitar pick and she's upgraded it to a guitar because the stories are very good back.
I know.
You and I having a bit
you're a gigger. You're at gigs. Don't you have to unplug like your pack and everything? Wouldn't it be quite a rigmarole to give someone a guitar?
Not for them. He'd probably be on a wireless one and be easy as pie, and he'd be very wealthy. Guitars are a dime a dozen. I reckon she's telling the truth.
Annette, we believe you.
Oh, too bad, guys.
Oh, my Jess, Annette, you sound so nice. Of course he didn't give you a guitar. Who gives out guitars? What did you
give out a guitar, but not to me.
See, it was.
We should have made you play it. Should have made you go and get it.
Based in fact. That's the best juice.
Based on a true story, unlike John's, because no dinosaurs ever ended up in marble. Okay, good dupe, dupe, Annette.
Dupe.
Josh, what do you got?
I'm from Brisbane. I have the ball from the 1974-1975 Ashes Test Series at the Gabba that Dennis Lilly bowled with.
That wasn't an Ashes year.
Okay.
So you're lying.
Nope.
Oh, it's a face-off, because I know for a fact, and there's no way Andy would know that. So he's tried to make you crumble with a confident assertion. But
Too bad it didn't work.
You've held up. But at the same time, Josh, I do think you're due a fiasco. I think you're trying to trick us. So I'm going to call duping.
No, I own it.
Josh,
my grandfather used to work on the parking lot.
Don't rub it in.
Dennis Lilly gave him the ball.
Did Dennis Lilly just walk down and gave him the ball, did he?
Yep, I have heaps of cricket memorabilia at my house from my grandfather. He used to work at the car park. So
Josh, well done. Well done.
Apart from the people whose house Dennis Lilly installed the carpet in the carpet call ad, your grandfather's probably the second most luckiest guy.
So we are off radar completely here.
So we've missed 2 dupings.
Yep.
Well, we've missed 1 duping.
I came back at him hard there to try and he...
That was great.
Yeah, anyway.
Well done.
Daryl.
Jeez, this is for a clean sweep. Daryl.
Hi, how you going, guys?
Good, Daz. What do you got?
I've got one for the ages, I reckon. It's a Treasure May.
What's a Treasure May?
A Treasure May is like a massive slingshot. So it stands as big as a truck almost, and me and my dad built it in the back paddock down on the farm.
Yep.
And we get the old watermelons out or the pumpkins, and it'll shoot about 80 metres.
I'm pretty sure
it's not like an heirloom. You guys just built one.
I've seen one of these on, this is on YouTube and stuff where they can just like sling a car or sling a skip.
Never swung a car before. Like they're the massive ones where you get a car with a concrete block on the other side. Yeah, exactly.
Same sort of thing. Same sort of catapult.
Type one. Yep.
How long did it take you to make, though?
Oh, look, we've had it for probably about 10 years now. It's in the back paddock. It's been fixed and refixed, but the old man probably built it 2-3 years it took him. Used an old fence post and whatever.
And you got no reason not to believe Daryl.
Yeah, mate, you've got that. We love it.
Yeah, no, I'm making it up.
Daryl, what? You would make up a catapult?
Yeah, I'll make that up.
Daryl, why did you do that, Daryl?
I'm on the way to Queensland. I was bored and I just thought I'd have a crack.
All right, we're going to have to play this again.
That's what I like about the dupe-off, because it really just gives bored people something to do with their afternoon. Call up the dupers.
Hamish and Andy.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 1st, 2015.
And my mum, in the last couple of days, has made it to Instagram.
Oh, well done.
Mum's on there. And it's exciting for her because first,
just all her modelling shots?
Yeah, just a lot of selfies.
A lot of selfies.
She's doing Kayla. She's doing the Kayla body challenge. And so, this is day 1, 12 weeks to go. So just her getting a bikini bod ready.
Mm-hmm. And why she got on? Is it to try and
It's because my brother's got a kid now. I've got a kid. She's just a way, for social media reasons. The reason people get on social media, I suppose, is to kind of keep tab. Well, the reason mums get on, keep tab of your kids. Keep tabs of your kids. Here's the fun thing, though. She's sort of got it. I'm pretty sure my sister set it up for her. So she understands, she's got her feed. She's following, the family.
Yep.
They're able to scroll through and see what's going on in different people's feeds. I don't think she understands comments yet because what happens is she'll see something on Instagram and then text one of the kids if she likes it. So either this is not even her trying to direct message. This is her just like commenting.
Yeah.
So she'll text me and go, ha ha ha. I saw that good Instagram or whatever, or just her Instagram, very nice. And so I'm sitting there going, well, this isn't exactly the way it works. There is a comment section for these sorts of comments. But I do love it because, I very much salute Mum for getting on Instagram. When parents find technology, though, it's not uncommon to just go halfway.
Yep.
To kind of go, I get it a little bit. I've made it work. I got it working for me. Yep. I don't want to use all the features. I've just sort of got 40 to 50% of it working. And I'm fine with it.
I would say the same for my dad with calendar. He knows how to work the shared calendar now.
Yeah, right.
So he'll put something in the shared calendar that then texts us all and goes, guys,
check out the shared calendar.
Check out the shared calendar.
Yeah. My dad's a fiend for emailing, then texting, go, I've emailed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right, so Dad. They all come up on the phone.
It is. It's that moment where you go, whether they want us to be impressed by the fact that they've got it, or whether they're just like, are you checking up on me? Or whether they just feel more comfortable with a one-on-one transaction when it comes to using these type of things.
I do like cataloguing these instances. Have your parents gone halfway on a technology?
Yeah.
Do they only half get the technology?
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 1st, 2015.
Your parents kind of gone halfway on using technology. Your mum's just joined Instagram, Ham.
Mum's on Instagram, loving it.
Looking at it,
but then will text us individually comments she has on any of the children's Instagram posts.
Rather than leaving in the comments section. Brent, on 131060, your dad's got a new iPhone, does he?
Yeah, ahoy guys.
Ahoy to you, Brent.
He's basically got an iPhone and he just uses it as an alarm clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hasn't utilised any other features of any smartphone?
No.
Have you ever received a call from him?
Once.
Maybe once? Any text messages?
But when he does from Dad. So
yeah, love that.
Yeah, I love that.
You find that it's common in the over 50 set, just in case your phone can't recognise numbers.
Shay, your mum's on Facebook.
Yeah, she is. She just got on Facebook recently, and she posted on my wall where she'd hidden the spare keys because I left my keys at home.
Yep.
She thought she was private messaging me.
Yeah, nice close communications. That's great.
Annette, your grandma has got her own mobile.
Well, she rings my mobile, and when she leaves me a message, she only half gets how Message Bank works on a mobile.
Yep.
So she thinks, when you had your home phone and you had your message service and you could sort of leave a message and the whole house would hear who's leaving you the message.
Yeah, right.
She thinks it works the same way. So she'll quite frequently leave me messages saying, Annette, are you there?
Pick up. It's tough these days to get a pick up mid-voicemail.
Holly, your mum, is it to do with text messaging?
Yes, she got her brand new Motorola Razr.
Yep.
Couldn't figure out how to text. So her attempt was to just send a ginormously long word because she didn't know where the space bar was.
Right.
So I got all the other letters correct, but couldn't figure out space.
Yeah, so then it was our job to try to decipher exactly what she was trying to say without using a space bar or a full stop.
Like a super long hashtag. What is the joke they're going for there?
Alicia, your in-laws are kind of going halfway on a bit of technology. Alicia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's
your in-laws, is it?
It is my in-laws in England, And when they first started emailing, they wouldn't email us because it's long distance and it costs heaps more to email long distance.
That's good. Better to be safer and stick to postcards.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks, Alicia.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 14th, 2015.
A lot of people make a big deal about kind of, like big skills. By which I mean, like, Andy, you got trumpet and hockey as your two big skills. The musical
the two
hockey
lady
player.
killers.
So you never worried about skirt when you were
exactly.
when you were at uni. Just every day I'd be waiting for you at the gate of uni and you'd turn up. You'd hop out of a different girl's car every day. You'd jump out of the back of the convertible with your hockey stick in one hand and your bugle in another, and you just go and you just play a little tune as they burnt off.
That's how I go about it. I'd go, "Oh, you're more of a stringed instrument person, are you?" Well, I also play hockey, field hockey.
And then be like, yeah, well, no one's immune to both of the charms.
Yeah,
So you had the market cornered in that regard. So you do have two big skills. And I never really put in the time when I was younger to get big skills like that. Juggling,
yeah.
I'll take.
You juggle a little
Pretty
bit?
good. Not a little bit. I'm a very good juggler.
You're all right. I think you have to be exceptional at juggling.
Jack, back me up here. I'd be in the top 2% of jugglers.
Yeah, but that comes down to the
top
same.
I'd be the top 2% of people.
Yeah, but that's
at juggling.
But that comes down to like the same thing as curling. That sport curling. It's like
I know what curling is.
I know, but my point is, you can go, I'm in the top 2% curls. Like, no one cares.
Yeah,
no one cares about your juggling.
You might remember I started this conversation by trying to pump you up a bit about your hockey and your trumpets.
It felt like a great trumpet.
So just respect the juggling a little bit, please, mate. It's actually the only skill I've ever put time into learning because I was not good enough to play sports. So I did circus tricks on a Wednesday afternoon at my high school. Here's the thing, though. I do think I'm okay at, but it's not a big skill.
Yeah.
It's more of a
medium skill,
life skill. Mm-hmm. Fast forwarding and hitting
the black,
hitting play on. At the moment, well, I'm now Foxtel. Hitting the black back in the day was on the VCR.
Yeah.
VCR days, hitting the black was a huge deal.
You can still do it on Foxtel, hitting the black.
Yeah, I find there's less black these days. It's harder to hit.
All we're talking about is there's always a fade to black at the end of the ads.
If you hit play in that fade to black and it comes up and you haven't had to hear one decibel of the ads.
No, exactly.
Or see one frame of the ads at normal pace.
Hit the black.
You're a hero.
Yeah.
Now, I've been with... We do Homeland. It gets a bit late for us, Homeland, on a Monday night. It's 9:30.
Oh, you're well and truly.
We're off to bed. We're up at 5:30 every morning with the baby. So
I'm out with my hockey mates.
You're up down at the hockey themed trumpet bars, the old Stick and Bugle. And so I wish I was there. And back in the day, I used to love going to watch you play at the Stick and Bugle. But I now am a parent, so I'm in bed strictly at 9:30. So last night, being Tuesday night, that's our Homeland night. And I'm driving the remote at the moment, and I am having an insane hot streak
hitting the black
on fast forwarding because the benefit of doing the show the night after, if you've taped it or IQ'd it or whatever, it's 40 minutes. Yeah, and so that's a massive win. The fit that Zoe throws, though, my wife, because sometimes if you hit play, it just doesn't register the infrared.
Yep.
Mate, the fury that Zoe throws if we roll a few seconds in.
Do you go up to 30 plus?
Yeah, I'd run at 30. Yeah. It doesn't count.
Do you slow down for the black or you go 30 to
30 to a standing start? For people that have used
30
it.
times speed.
Yeah, you see a little dial on the screen that tells you how many times speed you're running through. You can do like 2, 6, 12 or 30.
Yep.
And I run at 30 times.
Yep.
So an ad is over in 1 second.
Yes.
And that's insane speeds for a human being to be able to operate at.
And you're hitting the black.
And I'm hitting. It's like I'm a fighter pilot. Like I think if I was to go to the RAF, the RAAF, or the British RAF and do the test, they'll be like, you are able to make decisions in a split instance. Except sometimes I do mess it up and it doesn't read the signal. And so it's just all out leaping at me, whacking me with cushions.
Yep.
The fury that people experience if you roll into the show a little bit too much is furious. But last night as we were fast forwarding,
when you go past, because I'm going to try to be in control of the remote control as well. I like trying to hit the black. If you go past,
I lose control.
Do you go back to 30 to get it back, or you just go back at
No, it's a sheepish roll
you wander back at 6 or something.
So here's one I did last night, and this is an interesting lesson in TV, right? I rolled back to the last ad. Mm-hmm. I rolled back a bit far, and it was the Biggest Loser promo.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I haven't watched much of The Biggest Loser this season, but I happened to watch the actual live-to-air show last night. And there's a bit where I think Commander, one of them, is with these 2 girls he's training, and he's towing them up a hill kind of thing. I don't know. And one falls over.
Like Commander gets a show-off segment.
He's sprinting up and he's got them on those bands, those rubber bands, and he pulls one over, right? It's not really a big deal. She gets up, dusts herself off, and he's like, good on you, no complaining, and they keep running up to the top of the hill. I watched that live to air last night, but because I was watching a taped show from Monday night, and I messed up the fast-forwarding, watched the promo for Biggest Loser. The promo, now, because I'd seen it already, the episode, he goes, running up the hill. This is like, very good. This is someone just stumbling for a sec, dust themselves off. This is the promo that Channel 10 went with the whole night. It goes, running up the hill. I was telling the girls, and then the unthinkable happened.
What, one fell over?
Boom, boom, boom. Biggest Loser families tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Like, it's not the unthinkable. You're dragging someone up a hill who is new to exercise and, just not unthinkable that someone would fall over. You'd pulled her over.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 16, 2015. The first time a celebrity had been allowed to participate in Blow Something Wide Open. And of course, it was truth seeker Russell Brand.
Joined in the studio and bloody excited with this. Russell Brand, welcome back to the country and welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me on your radio programme. I am grateful for this.
It's a pleasure. Russ, we talked about this the reason you're out here, because you're now unemployable.
That's right. Also, I want to blow things open.
That's true. Blow things wide open.
Easy, my new apprentice. But I do like the enthusiasm, my
things are not open, they ought to be.
My young lieutenant.
They should be blown.
Well, I wanted to inquire about this. You have teamed up with Hamish a little earlier on.
Took him down to HQ. Not a lot of people get to go in the Blow Something Wide Open office.
It was quite something to behold.
Explain
people
it to
talk
people.
of Xanadu.
Yeah. Well,
it was a mythical place. It was like travelling between dimensions. I felt new aspects of consciousness.
No, it's just the old CEO's office.
There were files in there. Files, I tell you. Stacks of files. Things needing to be blown open.
Tell everyone about how many files there were.
Well, I mean, too many to count. Absolutely multitudinous. The truth was within them files.
When I talk about how many cases I have, Russell's seen the
There's
case.
certainly no dearth of cases. Certainly not just several. Many cases from which to choose.
Yes.
Don't send any more in.
Yeah, absolutely not. We are closed for business. If you've got them, though, HamishAndy.com. Always appreciate seeing you.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're making a rod for your back there because you've got a lot of files to contend with.
That's true. I've got absolutely tons and tons. Don't need them. I'll probably crush myself under the way at HamishAndy.com if you've got them. Not generic ones you found on the internet.
To pick the files ourselves between the three, all worthy files.
Well, we watch you on YouTube, the Trues channel. And you are hitting up, quite serious topics. How do your topics, do you think, compare to the truth and justice finding Hamish goes about or seeking?
Now that I've seen Hamish's files, my own files lack courage. I've been going after small fry like billionaire tyrant Rupert Murdoch. But today I saw some people have been selling sausage rolls as prime sausage rolls, then switching out the wrapping, and that ain't even the file we chose to blow open, is it, Hamish?
That's one that remains unblown, although consider it blown now.
Well, it's still, I think it's only a jar. It's not blown open.
Let me ask you this question, Ando.
Sure.
If you were to go down to your local clay pigeon shooting arena and you said to them, I'd like to shoot some targets.
Every good suburb has one.
I just left one.
I'd like to shoot some targets, please. And they said, all right, we've got a giant, big, easy, wobbly target, like your Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah. Big wobbly target.
A very tiny pea-sized target far in the distance. What's harder to hit? And that's what I blow open, the difficult targets that aren't the big, wobbly, obvious ones.
I think that you have found a rational way to make sense of your ridiculous item.
Well, using a thing that we can all relate to.
Yes, suburban clay pigeon shooting. Who among us does not have easy access to that reference point?
It's sort of my gift that I can talk to the everyman in a language he will understand.
It's extraordinary. You are truly the Rumi.
Well, stick around, Russell, and everyone stick around as well, because you two are going to team up.
We will.
To actually uncover, is it a half-truth? What category is it in this week?
What did we decided...
it's difficult to categorise. I mean, disingenuous recidivism was rejected in favour of this case. We couldn't take on disingenuous recidivism because this case was so important.
It's crockery.
Crockery is the category.
Just because there's a brilliant piece of alliteration, that doesn't diminish the seriousness of this.
We did not start with that as a topic and try and find things.
No, we did not.
Crockery.
It just so happens it does. All right, brilliant. It's after this. Pants Off Friday. More with Russell Brand.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
October 16, 2015. Russell Brand helps Hamish blow something wide open.
Still joined in the studio by Russell Brand. You want to hear him now, Ham. Team up, two super sleuths in action. This is a segment, Blow Something Wide Open, where Ham goes after half-truths, quarter-truths, villains, overlords, underlords, dark lords, snitchy lords.
The devil. I mean, I'll go after the devil.
Yeah, get the devil, because he's been involved in a lot of capers. I noticed what he done to Jesus was unforgivable, tempting him.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave him alone.
If only I was around back then.
Well, you'd have stopped it, I'm presuming.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't
have
blow
got
that
away
one
with that. That's been blown open. Lucifer, step well back. Stop encouraging Jesus down the wrong path. Jesus, you sit down.
Exactly. Hustlers, rustlers, anyone is not safe if you're up to no good, and this is who Hamish is going to go after.
Fernando, today we've got one of our biggest cases, and I'm
Crockery.
so glad I had Russell, who's got experience in exposing truths in this world. We look at something, and then if we look deeper, we realise we're only looking at a mere perception, a mere shimmering mirage of what the truth was, and that is what today's case is all about. And I'm not patting, Ando.
Because you normally do for like a content.
No, and I usually say I'm not patting.
When this file was opened, I wept salt tears that human beings could sink so low, could treat each other in this way.
And that's really the difficult part about blowing something wide open, is we have to expose ourselves to the roughest, grimiest part of society to shine a light on it.
Hamish, though, have you ever considered that this darkness may be within each one of us? Dare we turn that coruscating light within ourselves? Is there a seam of darkness in the heart of every man?
Yep, the Luke Skywalker conundrum.
What I will say is Russell's caught onto the need for padding at the top.
We toil! We've worked so hard on this case to blow it open!
If you accuse me of padding once more, I'm going to go outside for a 2-minute walk.
Let's get into it.
Stand back! She's set to blow!
Look out!
Fire in the hole! Hamish is blowing this wide open! Amazing!
He's done it again!
Oh, what a great guy. Sorry, and with special guest Explosives Lieutenant Russell Brand today.
It's amazing when two countries come together, they put their differences aside, geopolitical differences aside, for the search of greater goodness.
This is no time for bickering between nations, Andy, as you point out, because there's something needs to be blown wide open, and it's a case that I'm personally honoured to be involved with.
It's from Truth Sleuth Warren Stewart.
Oh, so it was one that was sent in.
It was one that was sent
in,
in, not one of my own. Sometimes I do manage to get to the files.
That's dedication!
For the 50th week in the row, it's not one of Hamish's own.
Take it away, Russ.
Warren Stewart is a pioneer, a knight in pursuit of justice. The young Warren found a book. It's called The Book of 500 Bowls, a book with which we are all familiar.
Everyone's favourite book. It goes 50 Shades of Grey, 500 Bowls.
So BOWLS.
To a lover of ceramics...
This is the Bible.
Sorry, I just wanted to...
Very much.
In case
the
it was
Bible.
A different way of delivering a ball in cricket or something. Okay, sure.
No, these are literal ceramic bowls and pottery. There's a whole variety of materials. There's 500 in there.
It's a contemporary study of timeless design.
Or so we thought.
Each page a new bowl, we were promised.
500 pages, a new bowl on every page.
That's why I was lining up on February the 3rd. Everyone knows that was the day before the 500 bowls was released.
Absolutely.
That's why I was lining up outside the bookstore. But what did Warren find out, Russell?
He found out that you lined up in vain for a book that was full of lies, that was short to the tune of 4 bowls. Warren Stewart, through his diligence, he is the Martin Luther King of bowl counting. But we are standing on the shoulders of bowl counting giants.
He counted them all.
Yep, how many?
496.
That's blown wide open. Wow. If you have a copy of 500 Bowls, demand a refund, take it back to your crockery bookstore of choice, and get a refund.
It's a 1% refund,
we should call Warren and just double check he counted the property.
I trust Warren. I would not normally endorse Mao or Hitler with their book burnings. But in the case of 500 Bowls...
Very, very small fire.
A small, angry fire of justice from which a phoenix facts of truth may emerge.
Very controllable for firefighters, just the one book.
Don't even tell them. We can handle this ourselves. With saliva.
You can actually just do it in the bath.
Russell Brand, thank you very much for joining
Perhaps
us.
in a bowl. We could burn it in 4 bowls. 4 honest bowls.
The missing bowl.
This is Hamish and Andy. 10 years in 10 weeks.
December 2nd, 2015. And the song that has taken the world by storm is Adele's Hello.
Yes, I've agreed to indulge you in a wild theory, but only because it's the last week.
In my defence, it's a crazy theory.
Okay,
not
wild.
as wild as you'd think, but certainly crazy. But I think when you hear it, you'll go...
Surely wild and crazy sounds worse than wild, doesn't it?
It is worse.
Okay.
Don't insult my theory by calling it wild. This is bananas, this theory.
Wow.
But there's merit to it. So Adele has brought her album out this week and most of the world bought it, which was just wonderful for Adele.
It's good. It's good as a Christmas gift. It's certainly a great Christmas gift to her that she's made millions and millions of dollars.
Every record on the planet, and in this day and age, when who knew? Her song "Hello, It's Me," right, or "Hello." We'll play a little bit for you here. Everyone's heard it 1,000 times, but let's.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
So it's about calling an ex
after a few years, saying to catch up.
Going, you know what? I'm sorry for breaking your heart, or words to that effect. She does it a lot better than I do. So don't buy my album for Christmas, guys.
She sold some more albums.
I have also released my spoken word casual catch-up version, but I now am man enough to admit her musical version is better.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, and tell me if you thought this. When I heard that song, I was actually listening to the lyrics the other day for the first time, and I was listening to it intently, and the girlfriend I had when I was 19 popped into my head. I was like, that is weird. I've not thought about Eleanor for a long time, right? Happily married now, but I'm like, what? I bet this is happening to people.
Sure.
Where they hear this song and they go, you can't help it. You can't help but think of an ex. Here's my crazy theory. Has listening to that song made you reconnect with an ex? And how did it go?
Yeah.
There's got to be people that have gone, I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to pick up the phone, call Ron, put it behind us. Yes, I think I fell in love with you because you were the owner of the bakery.
Oh, sorry.
And I was a junior baker.
Yeah.
And we had some wild times, and it was a long time ago. But how are you, Ron? Are you still baking?
It doesn't have to be that exact example, but yeah, I mean, people are calling, so maybe it's happened.
It's happened. I reckon it's happened. Has Adele's song made you reconnect with your ex?
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
December 2nd, 2015.
Name Adele. She's got a great album.
Got a great song.
Everyone's heard this song.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
Song about her reaching out to an ex, going, hey, I know things didn't go down so well, but after all these years, let's bury the hatchet.
Side note, the idea of a phone call put to music sung by Adele, who's the best singer in the world. Do you reckon as a challenge she could do telemarketing well and keep someone on the phone? Like, hello, sir, can I talk to you about your phone carrier? I honestly think she could do it so well. You'd be like, yes, I would like to learn about a more appropriate phone plan.
Doesn't have an internet connection plan. Perry has joined us. The question we're asking is 1360.
Crazy theory. Has that song made you think about the ex you weren't thinking about and try and reconnect with them? Perry, how'd you go?
Hey, I dated a guy. We ended our relationship 2 years ago. We dated for like 3 years. And when I first heard this song, it made me think of him, and I called him, and now we're dating again.
It worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
It bloody worked, Adele.
It took him a while to convince him. Like, I even played him the song, and he was like, all right, let's give it another shot.
Hang on a minute. Perry, so you rang him and said, I've just heard this song.
I said to him, I was like, I've just been thinking about you, and I really want to give it another shot. And he was like really skeptical. And he's like, oh, it didn't work once, why would it work again? I was like, listen to this song and you'll change your mind.
Hang on, but...
And he did.
Does the song... I don't think the
extended mix has the guy at the end. Yeah, Andre Rieu. He's not known for his singing.
The famous conductor, when he walks in and goes...
He comes and goes,
yeah, right.
hello? Sorry, I was in the shower. You've left a very long message.
So, Perry, I'm just struggling to understand why playing him the full song has got you
I
back.
don't know. It just made him think of me, and he was just like, yeah, it brought back a lot of feelings.
Are you wrapped with Adele, Perry?
Yes.
Yeah, hugely. So, yeah, a 2-year break, no contact during that 2 years?
No, none at all.
How are things? Is it going great second time around?
Yes, a lot better than it did the first time. I think it was because we're a bit more mature now.
Both grown up.
Let's hope Adele doesn't bring out a song going, why did we try this again?
Yes, please don't.
Please don't. All right, we'll put the request through. Perry, thank you very much. Stacey, you're another person that heard that song, Hello, It's Me from Adele, and you tried to reach out to an ex?
Ahoy, boy.
Ahoy to you, Stacey.
Ahoy, Stace. Did it work?
Yeah, it wasn't this Adele song. It was one of her previous songs.
All right.
And I texted my ex-boyfriend, and we got back together, and now we're getting married next year.
Adele, you've done it again.
What was the other song?
Oh, I don't remember what it was called. It was was one of her first ones.
Give us a couple of bars.
Under pressure, I can't do it.
Okay, fair enough.
Just make it sound exactly like Adele. Go.
Well, Stacey, good for you.
See, that's great. So, you're going to play it at the wedding, though? Surely it has to get a run at the wedding.
Yeah, definitely. Has to.
Yeah, right.
Adele.
Hay will organise Adele for you.
No worries. I've got to call her anyway and tell her not to write that other song. So I've got stuff to do on the Adele front.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
November 5th, 2015. Always a treat to witness the bumbling mistake-riddled interviews of our red carpet reporter, Brad Blanks.
Time for...
Hey, get us an autograph!
Oh, please. Where we cross to our man, Brad Blanks, our sorry excuse for US correspondent.
Brad, first things first, we almost called you up to be our correspondent last week to go down to Florida. You're in New York to go and try and eat unlimited nuggets. But you had duties for your 3 children for the Halloween weekend. Now that you're looking back at Halloween, Brad, do you regret not going to eat Infinity Nuggets?
Not at all. I'm glad I celebrated Halloween. My wife was disgusted with you guys. She said, Brad, you've put on a few pounds of weight anyway.
Yeah.
And Hamish and Andy want to send you to an all-you-can-eat nugget extravaganza. They might have tipped me over the edge.
Mate, we wanted to scare the owner of the Chick-fil-A.
We wanted to teach him a lesson that if you're going to enter the Nug War and offer someone $12.99 all-you-can-eat nuggets, you be prepared, mate. If you've got all-you-can-eat sausages, you be prepared for a Tyrannosaurus to rock up and put you to the test.
Yeah, it's funny because I have a big bushy beard right now too. I look like sort of one of those men that lives out in the mountains and would come in with a big axe and I'd storm the place. I was ready to go for you guys, mate.
Living out in the mountains near a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Not exactly like an emaciated frontiersman. Still, Brad, you did something, perhaps some would argue even more highbrow than go to unlimited nuggets.
Oprah Winfrey arrives in this country in pretty much exactly a month, Brad. Oprah fever's starting to kind of swell or infiltrate Australia. You caught up with the lady yourself.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, fellas. I don't even know how I actually got on this red carpet. It was a red carpet for her new show, Belief. It's a big spiritual awakening kind of a show. You know, Oprah loves that spiritual kind of stuff. And I sort of was at the end of the red carpet here wanting to sort of figure out what Oprah's on about and if I could learn from her how to be more spiritual.
Hi, Oprah. Hi. Yeah, now, Oprah, how can a simple man like me learn from this television extravaganza Belief?
I think if you watch it, you might...
Maybe meditate one day or something? I don't know.
You know what? I tell people, don't try to meditate, just get still. Right. So you know what? The world has been mastered by busyness and craziness and hurriedness. And so the best meditation is to just get still.
Right. That's what I have to do.
No, and the best meditation is don't turn on your cell phone the first thing you get up in the morning.
Yeah, that's what my wife and I do that all the time.
No.
Look at each other in the eyes.
Because you know what happens? That ends up ruling your day.
Yeah.
Then you immediately go into If you turn on your cell phone before you do any kind of private practice, something for yourself, that means your whole day is ordered on what's on that cell phone.
All right.
All right.
Oh, that's a great lesson from you, Oprah. Thank you so much, Doug. What a woman.
Brad, the last bit of advice your wife needs Oprah Winfrey to tell you is to stay still. You're a huge man. Get out and exercise.
You need to move just to get a little breeze happening.
Hey, fellas, yeah, thank you for that. She's beautiful up close, though, I tell you what. I wanted to cuddle her.
Let's talk what it's like to be in the presence of basically America's queen of Oprah. Is she enchanting?
Enchanting. I looked in her eyes and she looked back into mine and she sort of sucked me in. She's kind of like Medusa, but like a nice Medusa. And she has probably a bad thing to say about her. But
the nicest thing she's ever had said about her.
But she has really big hair, which was good, and she smelled like apricot.
Really?
Weird.
Which was good.
But I love apricots.
The two things Brad looks for in a woman. Giant hair and you must smell like a stone fruit.
So if people are still looking for tickets for Oprah, this is what you can expect when you go see her when she reaches Australia.
Now, do you want to be close enough to just see the hair? That's general admission. Or would you like the apricot waft? That's front row.
Look, I think she liked me, guys. She didn't want to leave me. She liked me. She was sort of getting pulled away at the end.
No, it was great. You did terrifically well. You've charmed another A-list, Bradley. How can we fault Oprah? She's the cream of the crop.
Thank you very much for joining us, Brad. We'll speak to you soon, mate.
Be still, fellas. Be very still.
Oh, thank you, Sensei. Be still, fellas. That's something we're going to find in a fortune cookie soon. So you might just crack open under the lid of a Carlton draft. It's not trivia anymore, guys. It's meditations. Be still, fellas.
Hamish and Andy, 10 years in 10 weeks.
Today, on the front page of Woman's Day, it says, Delta's joy, and then a quote, yes, I'm engaged.
That could mean anything.
So, we're not saying the quote's from Delta herself. It could be a quote from someone else completely.
So she came out this morning and slammed this, obviously, because she's just 100% not engaged.
Yeah.
And I think her words were to the effect of, like, you've just
made up.
Like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other way to read that. Like, that is not an ambiguous statement.
No.
She's going, you've just completely made it up. You've attributed it to sources that don't exist. I've got a new idea here, Anno, in front of me. The Ashley Madison scandal is the headline. Keith's fears for Nicole, caught on tape. I guess suggesting that Keith Urban or Nicole Kidman had signed up. Not only did they want to have an affair, is what they're suggesting here, but they're going, what's the best? We're very high-profile celebrities, probably the most famous people in the world. What's a good way to have an affair? I don't know. They might just jump on. Tinder's too obvious. Yeah. Why don't they just jump on Ashley Madison? Uh-oh.
Because I'm finding it hard to meet people.
Because I can never meet people in my incredible Hollywood lifestyle.
So, hey, we want
nothing to do with Ashley Madison, by the way, the actual story.
And people often say, but they get sources. They've
heard it from someone.
They've heard it from someone. And we go, okay, let's test how hard it is to get a source.
How hard is it to make someone essentially just say anything you want and then go, can we put it in the story? Can you be the source?
So we rang around a couple of random places. I'm going to ring a news agent, Ham, and just to see if I can get a source out of the Delta Goodrem story.
Okay, good.
Hello, Justin speaking.
Hey, Justin. My name's Bob. Just wondering, the news today that Delta Goodrem's engaged?
It's in the news today, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's there, yeah. If you were close friends with her, how would that make you feel?
Oh, I suppose I'd be happy for her.
Yep. And say if you were close friends with her, just what kind of message would you say to her?
Just congratulations, I suppose.
Yep. Anything else?
What was this for?
I just work for the Bauer Group, and I just need to find a source for a story.
So
just, are you happy to be the source? What's your message for Delta Goodrem?
What's this going to appear in?
Woman's Day.
All right. I suppose congratulations, all the best.
Yep. Congratulations, all the best. Do you think she'll have kids soon?
I suppose she's not getting any younger, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, okay. So can you just give the congratulations again, but just add something about the kids? That'd be helpful.
I suppose, like, congratulations, Good luck with future family plans or something like that.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks very much.
All right.
Bye.
Delta's surprise wedding gift. A baby. A source believed to be a close friend has congratulated Delta, but then dropped the bombshell of future family plans. Delta will be fuming.
Oh, yes, fuming at Justin from the news
I
agent.
love the fact that Delta will be fuming. Just in case you came in halfway there. Yeah, Delta obviously not engaged.
Not engaged.
This is the experiment to see if we can get anyone to just be a magazine source, even if they have no idea. So here's the next step. That's already a made-up story that I've gone with. Could I go one step further? Make up a brand new story. Here's what we did. Had 2 hats. In one of the hats, we had names of people that the ladies' mags liked.
5 different names. Sam Armitage we pulled out.
Pulled out Sam Armitage. They love to just run anything on her. Second hat, random things. Holiday, engagement, romance. Also, I'm glad I pulled this one out. The wild card, triplets.
Triplets.
Can we get someone to just completely make up the story, but attribute it to a source?
Yes.
That Sam Armitage is going to adopt triplets.
And is anyone out there happy to be a source?
Hello, Coco Hair and Beauty. This is Hannah speaking.
Oh, hi, Hannah. It's Ralfonso. How are you? I'm from Woman's Day.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Hey, I take it you've got some Women's Days there in the salon?
Yes, we do.
Oh, great. Do you love them?
Yeah, they're good.
We do our best to put them out every week. Hey, just putting together a story. This is for next week's edition. You know Sam Armitage from Sunrise?
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't have any kids at the moment, but is, probably getting to that stage where she's looking for them. And we're running a story next week about her adopting triplets. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, that is, yeah.
Are you gushing?
Yeah, no, that's exciting.
Like, are you overflowing with excitement?
Not overflowing, but triplets would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that'll be a handful? I mean, oh my God, triplets. Do you think she'll face challenges?
Yeah, I think it will.
So you think it'll be a handful?
Yeah, definitely.
But it's, for her, do you think she's probably always wanted kids?
Yeah, I'd say so. If she has triplets, she'd have to want to have kids.
Yeah, so so I'll put you down as saying she has always wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
You're overflowing with excitement.
Yep.
But it's going to be a handful.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and do you reckon it's going to be boy, girl?
Maybe 2 girls and a boy.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to put down a source says 2 girls and a boy. All right. Well, thanks for saying all that stuff.
All right, thanks for that.
Yeah, no, thank you. This is very easy.
All right,
He's
see
a
ya.
piss. Yeah, and thanks a lot. Bye.
Sam's triple joy. A close friend is gushing, saying it's almost definitely 2 girls and a boy, but it will be a handful. How will she cope?
That's incredible. Good story there, man.
Well, take the rest of the day off.
Naked, we are wondering if you're naked, and we'll ponder this a little bit, but we'll find out in the end.
Hamish.
Yes?
You ready to go? Because Brandon is.
Okay. Was that just a cover? Or did
Absolutely.
you think the first guy was called Hamish?
No.
Or did your brain just say Hamish?
My brain said Hamish because I thought we were going to come out. I was about to say Hamish Andy again.
Still out and going. Oh, where am I? Where's my pants? Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Hot 30.
I'm momentarily lost.
I'm on the radio.
I'm momentarily lost it. And then, we might...
1-800-6100-5100. You're on the air. KBBL FM. What?
So we should go back and review the tape because you'll hear me go, that's not what I should be doing.
Well, you just said Hamish and I answered because I thought we might be taking a quick knee before we play the game. But if we're all good to go, I'm happy to play Am I Naked? This is where people have been calling in. And we don't know if they're clothed or not. We're not allowed to directly ask them if they have clothes on. That obviously leads to a very fast and boring game.
Yep.
But everything but. Brandon is our first cab off the rank. Ahoy, Brandon.
Ahoy, boys. How's it going?
Yeah,
we are very good, Brandon. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm really just chilling out, having a good time.
As in cold or just relaxed?
No, I'm just relaxed.
In company with other people about?
No, just myself.
Would you say right now a part of your brain is saying, isn't it nice to just sit down at the end of the day or stand up and feel a bit of breeze on your skin?
I wouldn't say that, but I would not say that.
Brandon, whereabouts are you?
Just hanging out at a rest stop. I've just pulled over for a quick break from the drive home.
So we talking like highway, freeway?
Yeah, on the Calder Highway on the way home from Melbourne.
Okay. That would be a great place to take your clothes off.
It
and
really
have
would.
The excitement.
He had plenty of time too with your name mishap.
And that's why I think he's done it.
I
Brandon,
think you might be nude as the day you were born, Brandon.
Yeah, I am naked.
Yes! Thank you, Brandon. Well done to you,
Brandon.
and well done to us.
And enjoy
Jesse.
the rest stops. Obviously, stay in your car, but
Jesse.
Don't encourage you to just wander around rest stops naked, but stop, revive, strip, reclothe, survive.
Jesse, tell us, whereabouts are you?
I'm at work at the moment.
Ooh. What kind of work?
Yeah.
A reception.
I mean, you wish.
Yeah. I mean,
you hope your receptionist absolutely is fun-loving and would happily enjoy a relaxing naked Friday. But
it depends where she works there.
Where do you work,
She's
Jesse?
like the head of the nudist colony.
It's true. You working at the headquarters of the nudist colony today?
No, I work in a transport company.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The nudists of the motor world. Jesse,
I'd be flabbergasted if you are.
I feel like you clothed.
Yep.
Yes, I am. Sorry, boys.
Hey, that's all right, Jesse.
Don't apologise to us.
That's the fun of the game.
We need clothed people as well, otherwise it's just nudists. Call up now.
2 from 2. Zach, mate, how are you feeling?
Ahoy, boys. How are we?
Ahoy, Zach. Where are you? Home, work?
I'm at work. I'm driving a tractor.
Oh, okay.
right.
So what are we talking? Farming, grass cutting? What
Yeah, farming.
Farming.
So you're out in the paddock?
Yep.
Any cows looking at you weirdly?
No, there's not, actually.
Any bulls laughing at you?
Well, I'm sure they would put me to shame.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? What kind of material is the seat on the tractor?
It's just leather, actually.
It's a leather?
That's a nice feel.
Like a leather seat cover.
What's the terrain like? Very bumpy? Are you in a field, like a potato field, or is it a smooth crop?
It's a smooth crop.
I reckon he's nude.
You might be nude, Zach.
No, I'm not.
Well done.
OH&S.
Yeah, fair enough.
Probably got a giant thrasher or something.
We should have asked him whether it was his own property. I think that was
my boss was staring at me.
Hey, Hannah, wrap this up for us. We'd like one more, even though people are saying we've got a Kylie Minogue calling in soon. Hannah.
Hey, boys.
Hi, Hannah.
I just didn't want to go to the news break if you were nude. It would just be so disappointing if you'd gone to the effort. So tell us where you are.
Well, I'm actually at the front of my unit washing my girlfriend's car.
Is it an enclosed carport area?
It's not an enclosed carport. There's hedges on the left and the right-hand side of the property.
Heavily hedged?
But not at the front.
We have had someone naked in their front yard before in a heavily hedged situation.
Were you washing the car in your togs, swimmers?
I'm washing the car, but I am not wearing my swimmers, no.
That's a great way to answer it. That's a terrific way to answer it.
Very good. Well done on the witness stand there, Hannah. Is it hot? Are you warm?
Look, it's kind of cold now, but it was warmer earlier on when I first started washing the car.
Let me ask you this, Hannah. Will this go down for you as a memorable car wash?
Definitely.
I think you're naked.
I'm 100% naked in my front.
Yeah!
We've got it.
Well done, Hannah.
Well done. Good friend too, washing your friend's car. Very well done.
Gosh, he played the game well.
That was a tough one to crack, Ando.
Yes.
Well done to you. Good cross-examination.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast.